It's time for some real education. James Abbott McNeill Whistler was born in 1834 and died in 1903. He was an American artist, but he was primarily based in the United Kingdom, and he was active during the American Gilded Age. In his painting, he disliked sentimentality and moral illusion and stuck by his credo, art for art's sake. Best known of his work is Arrangement in Gray and Black No. 1 of 1871. It's commonly known as Whistler's Mother and is a revered and often parodied portrait of motherhood.
Yeah, take a look at the picture. This is one of the great classics. You could make an argument that this is the most recognizable piece of American painting in the history of America, which is ironic because Whistler, while an American, did most of his work in Europe. And actually, the painting I don't think it's ever actually hung in an American gallery. It was bought early on by the French. You can't even really see it you've never been able to see it in America, and yet is this icon of Americanness, which is very bizarre. But as you take a look at the picture, it's very stark, right? You see why now, looking at the picture, its actual name is Arrangement in Gray and Black. It's a painting in oil on canvas, as Katie said, 1871. The subject of the painting is Whistler's mother, Anna McNeill Whistler. The painting is 57 inches by 64 inches and is displayed in a frame that was designed by Whistler himself. It is held by the Musée d'Orsay in Paris, having been bought by the French state in 1891. So within 20 years of its creation, this great American masterpiece was bought by the French. And actually, Whistler pawned it because he couldn't find a use for it. It's one of the most famous works by an American artist outside of the United States. It has been variously described as an American icon and a Victorian Mona Lisa. That's pushing things, right? What do we get from go back to her. Look at that face. Go to the next image, Mike. There's the model for this, Whistler's Mother, and go to the next one to see how it's been parodied. This is a monument to motherhood in Canada, so that borrows that same image, the image of Whistler's mother in that particular pose. And you can sort of see it there, right? I mean, look at that grim face. You can see why it's called a Victorian Mona Lisa. You don't even get a little bit of ankle in that one. Chin and black shoes are all you get there. The gray and black are a sort of social parody of the blandness of Victorian culture, which under the surface had smoldering all those monsters, right? All Jekyll and Hyde and Dracula and all the monstrous things that lurk just below the surface, but very, very prosaic and very, very literal. Art for art's sake, Whistler said. And so make of it what you will, but it's the strangest American piece of iconic art that really isn't very American when it's all boiled down.